Well, everybody, strap yourselves in because it's time for 42 minutes of skits.
I wish it was 42 seconds.
Be good.
Jeez, even at our final crucial moment, Ben goes and pulls some stupid stunts.
Wait. Are you telling me that this is all penultimate to the finale of,
The evil god route.
Yes.
of this timeline?
We're gonna sit down and have a chit chat.
Well, technically, Jova, these skits are optional, so technically you don't have to watch them.
Again,
No,
Jova, I honestly thought that the evil god route was about to be over, but no, we need this pause moment for some reason.
I get that, Okay. I get that the skits are optional. What I'm saying is, well, these skits don't seem to really bear in mind that we're about to face the final boss.
Well, we've already discussed this. We've already discussed this in previous parts, Jova. The skits.
I actually have a different point.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, actually, and you go first. It sounded like you were about to bring up another point. Go on.
Well, yeah, like I said, the skits are completely separate from the main plot. It's like the people who wrote the skits did not know where the skits were gonna go in which specific part of the game. Like, they seem so disconnected. Go ahead.
Oh my god, a new sprite animation facial!
Go ahead, Dwips.
No, Bowser. If you don't come with us, I will literally die.
Actually, that was Harley. You're supposed to do your Harley voice. Don't you see, Jova? That's
no planned anyway.
Don't you see, Jova? That's new sprite that you just saw. That cost us a lot of money, which is why we couldn't have a different sprite for Ethel in this route.
And yet that sprite facial is one of the most commonly used facials in anime and manga.
Hard to say. Who knows if she'd be
Pedro,
able to adjust to a normal life at this point?
Anyway.
Maybe that's it. The new sprite threw me off so much it caused me to use a different voice.
Actually, that's actually a good excuse.
If that's the case.
Alright, let's start.
Yeah, that's actually a different tone. Anyway, my main point of Origin, though, is that here it stands out the most because, at least with the original timeline, when we got to, the Vile God, we dealt with the Vile God. Here, we literally had to save Tiara, who is naked, leave the Vile God to just do whatever. So yeah, again, this is all the hero's fault. And only now we're going to deal with the Vile God. Like, here, it's incredibly jarring. It's like if story-wise in Final Fantasy VII, the heroes got to the crater where Sephiroth is hiding, but then after they take out Genova, then they decide, Sephiroth can wait, let's go Chocobo racing. And that was all story required. I mean, I know that these aren't required, but it's required that you come to this point anyway, so might as well do the skits. And the fact that they don't respect the actual story going on around them does not help things.
Yeah.
It's especially bad for a game like this.
Now, let us bring the traditional hand drum instead. My dancing is much more suited to raising our spirits.
No, please, I don't want another model.
Oh, no, these two sound like they're from a completely different reality.
Yeah, don't you just love the awesome dance of just wiggling a little bit like jelly?
Not just that, Bibs. The game literally just pointed out that those characters are out of place.
Like, when Ace Attorney 6 is to the point where Ace Attorney, a visual novel series, is actually using motion and body capture for their models here and there, you've got to step your game up when, you're being outdone by a free DS game, PS4 game.
Well, to be fair, there's a big difference between Capcom and Compile Heart.
Compile Heart has a much lesser budget.
But here's the problem, though. They're asking for us to care way more.
Yeah, so they're asking us to cat.
Not only that, but by default, console games can render stuff a lot easier.
Go ahead, Shirei.
You must be pretty bummed, huh, Fang? You didn't get to check out Tiara's naked body.
Brilliant.
This isn't funny.
Let's.
Lola,
too bad, Joe. But the game thinks it is, so we're gonna pursue it anyway.
They're slowly easing us into the bad portion of her character.
No. It's actually not that, Shirei. My problem with her in the Evil Goddess route is a whole other thing. But I'll get into it when we get to it. I wouldn't want to see that. Hold on. I wouldn't want to see that, even if she offered. Sure. Go ahead, Jova.
Sure.
Lola, Fang's the last person you should be calling a pervert or insisting he's a pervert, considering your own experiences with Harley.
Go ahead, Shiroi.
Really? What if I was the one offering? I'd expect
prostitution joke!
Guys, it's official. Harley got to her mentally. Harley did such terrible things to Lola that she is now geared mentally to offer herself like that.
Allow me to remind everybody that this is now the second prostitution joke.
Guys,
You're practically a kid. Go ahead.
Guys, this is a PSA. Don't ever... this game is just a big PSA. Don't let your children get molested by even women, because then this happens. Now Lola's perfectly fine with it so long as it'll get her money.
Not just that. Okay, actually, allow me to correct myself, Joe. But no, actually, never mind. I forgot. The first prostitution joke with Aaron and Fang, that was in the PS3 version. And got removed in this one, as we've already established. So never mind. First ones.
Could you imagine that on the blurb? Very offensive ref on PS4, now with one less prostitution joke.
Yeah. Don't you see, guys? Yeah, we were this time we have only one prostitution joke instead of two. That makes us better. Go ahead.
Maybe if things had worked out differently, it would be you and I standing opposed in the ending. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
Yes, we're thinking we're so clever.
Give me a break. You're the last person I'd want to make an enemy out of.
You know, Ace Attorney Rise from the Ashes did this kind of joke better, where the characters insist on how things would have gone if what if had happened.
Kui tells me you've done quite a lot for him. Thank you very much.
Hi, I was just, kidnapped, possibly assaulted,
Probably raped also.
I'm fine. Totally fine.
Well, we did find her naked.
Yeah.
That's totally not a step for Smiler we've got now.
It's all left to imagination.
But it's okay. This is the thing, Joe. Remember, maybe that's what the Vile God did. The Vile God stripped her of her new personality, so now she's bland again.
Gratitude is unnecessary.
Yes, so stripping her naked was a metaphor for stripping her personality. Okay.
Oh, really? So keeping Kui's clothes in excellent condition was part of Sherman's will?
How?
It wouldn't surprise me, because Sherman's just the most awesome,
there was like a skit before.
Guy.
There was a skit before where Sherman Sperry was handling QE.
Yeah. That's what they're referencing.
Okay.
Wow,
this game has continuity in between the skits, much like Tales of.
I must refuse to supply you with an answer to your query.
You see, Pedro,
why?
the game
He may actually have a heart.
And our trumpet theme.
No.
Go ahead,
So,
Jules.
Tiara, are you totally back to normal?
Basically, we're going to
this timeline, or do you mean normal for the original timeline?
Original, probably.
No, well, yeah, back to normal as in normal Tiara, aka the not discount Kaine version. Anyway,
The worst version.
go ahead, Shiri.
Yes. I apologize for making you worry, but as you can see, my health is...
Yeah, actually, there's no scratch marks, no nothing on you. Like, there's nothing to even suggest that you were in harm's way.
Jova, we couldn't afford to draw scratches, okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't mean your health, I mean your attitude.
Yeah, that's right. You're using some pretty salty language. You see,
I wa-
it's like you were ripping off Nier or something.
Can you please go back to doing that? You're a lot more interesting that way.
I agree.
What are you
Wasn't there also Kid, the supporting character of Chrono Cross, who used a lot of swear words?
True, but considering the kind of character she is and her skimpy outfit, and especially the one she's using now, it reminds me a lot more of Kaine.
You don't have to play
True.
dumb.
She even has the same thing on the head that Kaine does.
Skippy outfit, not for nothing, but I think Tiara's outfit is, well, compared to Kaine's...
Oh, there you go. Basically, she's convinced it was all a horrible dream.
Wow, really? So, anyone gonna tell Tiara that Galdo's dead?
Yeah, okay, allow me to bring up something. The game is literally portraying her Kaine self as the bad thing, that's the horrible thing. This is when you realize how the priorities of the writing are completely messed up.
This is Teen Titans Go syndrome, where they literally pull the original show and tell you, yeah, that was bad.
So basically, they're saying that, hey, you know all those things that were improvements? Turns out they were the wrong thing.
You're not. They're convinced that their original PS3 version was the bee's knees, and whatever else they do is just a little funny deconstruction until we go back to the usual PS3 shit.
You know, this is becoming rather disturbing. You know, when we entered this, it seemed like the sentiment was that, this slight port / additional content was, the game makers trying to make a better product out of what they had. But no, now this seems to be just diving deep into madness and insanity. And this seems to be their way of doing a take that at people who criticize the original by saying, okay, you want a different original, okay, you want a different timeline? You think it's better? Ha ha! Turns out it was never meant to be because these characters are stupid that way. They are no match to our original great vision, even though our game didn't actually sell well and, well, kind of was passé. And hey, wait, hold on. What do you mean people actually
hold on, Jova. Hold on, Jova. Oh, go ahead, Dwebs.
Man, it's such a waste though. It was actually kind of entertaining.
See, there you go. Even Aaron's
They're
okay.
aware.
All right, Aaron is aware. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, the attitude really suited you. I agree.
He's aware too.
What made you stand out more than the others?
Go ahead, Shuri.
It did not suit me. Anyway, the side of me is not completely sealed off. It'll never reappear, so...
2, 1, and...
I'm guessing it will.
You have to account for the time that I'm leaving for Shuri, Jova.
Now then, it's time for the long-awaited revival of Bad Girl Tiara.
What do you know? I called it. I freaking called it. I didn't even have to say it, but I called it.
Jova, are you trying to imply that the writing in this game is so bad that it's predictable? That you can see the jokes coming a million miles away? I'm guessing you are. Well, yes, we've all been waiting the return of delinquent
Pedro,
Tiara. Yeah, what is it?
We went way past that stage, like at part 2.
True. You were
What are you
calling
calling Darara?
the
Where
what?
does this name come from?
The delinquent Tiara. It's delinquent Tiara.
It's a portmanteau, Jova.
Is this a new version of Tom Jones's Delilah or something?
Go ahead, Shuri.
You better knock this off, or I'll knock your friggin' teeth out.
There you
Wow,
go.
Sure. With your accent, she sounds like a London down
Jokes
gangster.
on you, Tiara. I can still drink some alcohol without teeth. And I need it so badly.
Oh, it peeked its head out.
Brilliant. Nice! Let's keep pushing her.
Yeah.
Emotional abuse is fun, isn't it, Tail?
Also, yeah, especially when you're using phrases that counts as innuendos.
So,
let's allow it. Oh, go ahead.
just a reminder, we originally started the skit off by her assuming it was a dream. You'd think that'd have been the joke, but nope. Now she knows it's not a dream, so now she's just working about suppressing it. We go from joke to joke to joke without really completing each joke properly.
And that's it.
And the skit just ends. Hey, no talks about what happened to her while she was captured, just a funny little skit.
Actually, we're gonna have that now. Go ahead, Shira.
With Harley?
No, Harley.
Why with Harley? Why
Remember, she was the one who came up with the fake drop new that allowed us to rescue her, so...
You'd think
and to survive inside the Valgald.
Huh? That was unexpected.
I'm sorry, but you'd think
Yeah, it
Fang
was.
and Aaron would be the ones to question about her safety and well-being first.
I heard you went to great lengths to help rescue me.
So, out of all
Aw.
the people who gets the
Again.
most development, it's the child molester.
Brilliant.
Remember, Jova, the writers are under the impression that we like these characters, so you're gonna have to deal with that.
Oh my god, it also matches up with the
Oh,
fact that they
it's
made the
fine. Don't
Harley
think
scene
twice about it.
actually... oh my god, it makes sense, because now in this version, the Harley scene is actually non-skippable, apparently.
Yeah, in the Valgard route, in the original PSV version, and by extension the Goddess route of this one, the pedophilia scene is indeed skippable, but like I've said, the Valgard route, it's obligatory.
Also,
Wow.
Pedro, that's also the problem. I want to like desperately some of these characters, even for a teeny tiny bit of thing, but the game is trying anything that it has in its possession to impede such a thing.
For me, it's like this too. If the game is not even trying to make us care, why should I?
I think what I
Because
don't
I'm
really
better
like...
than it.
The problem also is...
It's not worth the effort too, if you ask me.
And it's also the thing, Pedro, I'm usually going all the 5-stager Kubaros. This game is a fucking roller coaster, and I'm going all over the place.
Not only that, but the problem is that this is one of those games that constantly teases you with
Oh, no, lore. Go ahead, dude. The fifth drop is a relic from the mythological era.
I did have the larger goal of stopping the vile god.
So yeah,
What?
that's extra lore. The fifth drop is from mythological era, whatever thing.
Wait, are you
I'll
saying
take
that this
everything.
was all part of your plan from the very beginning?
Of course!
Go ahead, Shuri.
I need to lie down for
So
a bit. I'm
you-
having Kingdom Hearts 3D flashbacks.
So you're saying I was What? An afterthought?
Because of course, her giving up on life, her whole reason for being evil was
Yeah, that's
all
a good way to
fake.
put it. I'm a pretty terrible person.
Just,
At least you have me too,
just pointing out your own problems doesn't make them go away, game. Sorry.
Look, game, if even Leonard Nimoy could not make some time travel BS actually pass by people's heads, what hope do you have?
Sure.
Even if that's true, it doesn't change the fact that action saved my life.
So wait,
Nice.
is this the part where we actually convince Harley that she's a good guy?
You mean a good
Even
girl?
though she's been helping us for the most part?
You mean a good gal? I mean, there's those two things right there in my face that tell me that she's not a guy.
You know what?
Pedro, you probably played Final Fight. You know about poison.
Well, okay, fine, but looking at her, she doesn't look like a guy. The point is, whatever. Moving on.
Oh, so thank you very much, Harley.
You're really committed to that, huh? Seriously, forget it. You already gave me my reward anyway.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that the game is shipping these two, because there's
Oh,
really no logical
did I?
reason why Tiara is having this scene with only Harley but no one else.
Oh no, she's not gonna molest her.
No.
Not gonna make a joke about her being naked earlier. She-
Oh,
I
actually,
got at you while we were saving you. It was very pleasing to the eye.
brilliant.
Oh,
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
were saying-
Well, this is what I was waiting for. Here's the thing, Shiroi. Unless you decide to ship Fang with Harley, Harley always turns out to be a lesbian. So there you go. There's an interesting fact about the plot to you.
She's bisexual?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the
I
thing,
can-
Jova. That's the thing, Jova. Aside from when you, unless you trigger the shipping route between her and Fang, every time she shows interest in someone, it's always a woman.
You know, I'm just gonna say this right
so
now.
these two are a thing by the end of this. Great.
You know, I'm just gonna say this right now. Oh wait, hold on, go on.
I generally have no interest in anyone's naked body, let alone a member of the same sex. But it was quite a sight regardless.
We could have had a charming moment here, but we decided to ruin it.
Why don't you just
Alaya.
tattoo lesbian on yourself while you're at it?
She's like Catherine Zeta-Jones in The Haunting.
At least Catherine Zeta-Jones didn't do most.
Go ahead, Shiroi.
Also, that bullshit of until now. You've been feeling up girls this entire story.
Yeah,
You
again,
know-
it's that trope. Everything that it moves.
You know, Turnabout Big Top was a piece of crap, but I at least found Maya wanting to
Oh,
propose
no.
to Regina.
Jova,
at least
Jova, even I will
cute and
say-
funny in comparison.
Oh no, Jova,
Yes,
Jova, I'm right there with you. Turnabout Big Top is Shakespeare compared to this. I agree with
Not
you.
only that, but Maya crushing on Regina was at least kind of cute and could be considered funny. And we didn't have stupid creepy. Oh my God, the sprite actually moved! They actually moved its arms. What the heck?
We you see what happened. What happened is, Jova, on that day, when Kenito left his house, his mom gave an extra $2, so he could afford that little animation there.
Okay.
Actually, I also took a picture of you.
Why?
Which of the 5 stages are you in right now?
The
If I
denial.
told you that, how would you react?
Still in denial. Okay.
Okay, seriously. I'm sorry.
Oh. That was just a joke. You're quite cruel. If a record of such immodesty
Modesty,
did
yeah.
exist, I'm afraid I would have no choice but to...
Just a prank.
Kill you!
Is it sad that I probably would be rooting for TR at this point?
they were having a nice
and this, hey, Joe, did you notice, Joe? Did you notice, Teo? We just spot on the moment where Jova officially gave up on this game.
Nope.
Oh, so you really would react that way. I don't want to start any trouble.
I'm not saying you're broken, Jova. I'm just saying this is the moment. I just pinpointed the moment where you officially gave up on this game.
Huh?
Yeah. But I'm still gonna call it the inconsistencies when this skit is done with. And oh.
Go ahead.
It's my turn to thank you. I now have a good point of reference for the sensitivity of the average woman. Well, see you later.
Again,
Yay.
I want to remind everybody that this started as a conversation about a heartfelt thank you, and then it would devolve into stupid sex jokes.
Time to get coke and beaches.
Suspension of disbelief is snapped here at this point. I refuse to believe that Harley can make this many innuendos, and yet she's never targeted as a sexual predator, whereas Faye, who's actually trying to be a gentleman for once, keeps getting the brunt of the blast.
Well, of course, because he's the guy.
Joe,
Yeah,
like,
for a comparison, her character design is very similar to Cindy from Final Fantasy 15. But not only does Final Fantasy 15 get around that by having Prompt always try to hit on her, but she never notices anything. But at the same time, Cindy actually does stuff in Final Fantasy 15 that are actually useful. She's not just there to be eye candy. She even helped out in the recent Assassin's Creed Festival content.
Wait, keep what hidden so that it doesn't escape into the world?
Here we go.
What? Please tell me you're joking.
She really did take the picture.
I'm all
really took the picture.
Teo, laugh. You're supposed to be laughing. So laugh, goddammit.
You're fapping material.
Okay,
Laugh, goddammit, laugh. It's funny.
I actually laughed for the impale scene, but again, it was for the time.
Can I just talk about how much I really hate the inconsistency? Like, seriously. So only now...
British guy.
Yeah, go ahead. Besides, Soji has been shown so little in this arc.
Alright.
In this game in general, really. Oh, are you feeling better?
So what, is Soji the new British-Portuguese fellow of the gang?
But wait, British-Portuguese?
He has the Portuguese curse of being a workaholic, he has the British accent of an Englishman, and he has the Portuguese curse
here's the thing, Jova. Over here in Portugal, when it comes to people here in Portugal who can pronounce English for shit, we have a joke to it. We call it Port-English. It's when people.
It was trivial. Not to thank anyone, thank the others.
Hold on, to give you an idea, Jova. Imagine a British tourist comes to Portugal and he asks where the supermarket is. Excuse me, could you tell me where the supermarket is? And here comes the guy who can't speak English but tries, and he's like, supermercado. So there you go. This is a guy who thinks if he adds a somewhat English accent to the Portuguese words, that somehow makes them understand. That's Port English.
Oh my god, we're talking about Tiara being naked again?
You see, game, I just told a much better joke than you, and I completely pulled this out of my ass.
I'm sorry I cut him, but Soji gets so few lines.
No, go ahead. Yeah, might as well. Why not?
Go on, Stewie.
Well, I did want to thank you, but I also wanted to confirm something. When you saved me, you may have seen me, naked.
The game really thinks that this is a funny situation, but it's not.
Never mind the fact that...
Is it? The trumpet theme's not playing.
I did see you naked, yes. Considering the situation at the time, I could only ask that you forgive me.
Oh my god, someone actually being polite about this.
Well, remember, Teo, that's a stereotype. He's the polite...
I will take anything at this point.
Someone being an adult about all this.
Stereotypes can be fun when they save something.
So you did see it. I know it was an emergency, but...
Oh, for God's sakes.
I said I was sorry,
They saved your life, girl. They did nothing wrong to you. Well, Harley probably did some things wrong to you, but I'm pretty sure he didn't do anything wrong.
Please, don't worry. As I already said, I have absolutely no interest in the female body.
So, are we really gonna have Soji be the butt of this joke now?
Poor Soji.
You mean that?
I mean, Soji most likely would only be interested in a female fairy anyway.
I do not lie.
Is he even sexual?
Yes, my soul.
He's a male. Remember, Joe. We already established that fairies have
he just said
genders.
he's not interested in the female body.
Maybe he's asexual. I don't know.
Maybe he's asexual. Maybe he's gay.
Whatever. Moving on.
Gay.
This is an anime. He's probably gay.
Oh yeah, I mean, for some reason,
his resign kind of reminds me of the one of Black Butler, you know.
For some reason, in anime, British accents seem to be a sign of gayness. For some reason, I have no idea why.
I'm not gonna acknowledge
If you have
that.
no other business with me, I must take my leave.
Yeah, let's follow Soji's advice and get the fuck out of this game, please.
Sorry for taking up so much time. Oh, one more thing.
Who are you, Detective Columbo?
What is it now, Tiara?
How many more lines are you gonna get?
About 3 more in this whole game. Yes?
She's striking up conversation just so he can have a chance to speak. That's very kind of her.
I know this is trivial, but the way you spoke just now was kind of strange.
How so? I fail to see how
You're
it
too
was.
polite. The rest of us are all very,
Dickish.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the word. Why aren't you an asshole?
yeah. Go ahead.
Because it's not becoming of a gentleman.
You said you have no interest in the female body, but that makes it sound like you have interest in other.
Game.
None of your bloody
Was
business.
the game? Was the game
Tiara,
listening to
Tiara,
us? Was
why
the
do
game
you
listening?
care?
It can hear us.
Game. I'm tired.
Game. Let me give you some advice. When someone can guess what's coming, literally any more than 10 seconds ahead of the game, chances are you failed. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the payout can be funny, especially if someone already knows the joke beforehand. But I'm sorry. When this is my first time watching and I can guess the joke, you have failed.
This may be presumptuous of me, but I think maybe you should be more careful with your words.
Okay, here's some words. I got some words for you, Tiara. Mind your own fucking business, bitch. There you go. How's that for some words?
Also, Tiara, are
You
you
need
like...
not worry. I am generally more mindful of these things than other people. After all, a single word can cause huge misunderstandings.
You're telling me.
You know, Tiara, you're suggesting that he shut up about being gay, if that's what you're saying, so...
It's like
what the
she's
hell?
either jealous because he's not interested in her, or she's homophobic or something.
Wait, where did the music go?
You should be
You're saying about the trumpet theme, whoever said it wasn't
Joba, shut your trap hole, please.
What's that you were saying, Jova, about this not being a comedic scene?
Actually, Pedro, I was not the one who said that. That was Shiroi who said it this time.
Oh, okay.
That timing was beautiful.
Wow. I was like, where the... So the game is literally listening to us. Like, you know, okay. Guys. Last part, the boss was described as squirrel.
Hold on. Go ahead, Dubs.
Indeed, I often find myself bathing with Fang and Sherman.
Oh my...
Yeah, he's gay.
Why is the skit not over?
Game, just end it. It's not funny. Get off the stage.
Do I need to get the walking stick out?
Yes, dwelve, get the walking.
We need
get
to
the
bring
cane,
it. We need to bring in tomatoes so we can throw and boo the game off stage.
Okay.
I just throw cheese at it.
Oh my god, here we go.
You are a lady. You mustn't display interest in such things.
Wow, he really is gay. Like, seriously. So we had Harley at first and now Soji. Except with Soji, this came out of nowhere.
I'm not interested in the slightest.
Your face tells me the opposite, bitch.
He's offering to tell her about his bathing sessions with Fang and Sherman.
They're going to bathhouses together.
You see,
So,
you see,
I guess Tiara's into that kind of stuff.
I see. Then I suppose it was my misunderstanding. Now then, I really must be going.
Please.
Yes,
please,
Pedro.
can you please end this skit? Please,
You know-
the skit is going on for way longer than it needs to.
Guys, don't get me wrong. The scene with Harley molesting Lola, that was definitely the worst thing this game has done. Yet something about this part just makes this worse than that part, because at least that was like 13 minutes of the video. This time,
So she's late for his bath.
Because I am already late for my bath.
Bye. And it ends.
Well, at least it's over now.
Don't get me wrong. The Lola and Harley stuff was terrible, but that was the 13 minutes of it. I mean, it's still definitely the worst thing this game has done, but these set of skits are quite possibly the worst writing in the game. I don't say that lightly, but this is terrible.
I know, Jay, you've been saying that pretty often throughout this game.
Dwebs, often I'm wondering it can't get any worse. No, this is the worst thing so far.
Yeah,
My echo is not an animal.
Honestly, Dwebs, let's put it this way, Dwebs. At this point, in terms of picking out the worst part, you might as well just pick at random because the whole game is terrible anyway. Anyway.
Yeah.
Also
And
get a
Kumi is a
bowl
proper
and
fairy.
write all the scenes down on a piece of paper and then
Like
pick
I
them
said-
out of a
Dwebs.
like a cup drawer.
Dibs, like I've said before, if someone presented me this script for approval, I would throw the script in that guy's face.
Anyway,
And into the trash it goes.
Exactly.
Anyway, audience, I do apologize if we've not been reading these ever so lovely skits as much as we probably normally would, but we do hope that, you know, our actual jokes have entertained you more than the table scraps that are left here, playing before this very screen.
Actually, Jova, you just brought up a good point. This game is so terrible with its jokes that it makes us feel hilarious by comparison, so this is kind of therapy.
Yeah.
This is
We're
cu-
doing
this is
fine.
this game is therapy for comedians.
So what you're
Hey,
telling
hey,
me is that,
if at least I'm not Fairfin Seraph.
so what you're telling me, Pedro, is like, well, this game went from mentally assaulting us, mentally scarring us, to now being our therapy. It's that bad that it looped around to being therapy.
Well, Jova, we have kind of a way of saying here in my country when something is really bad, we can say that it's a natural contraceptive. You just need to look at it and, you know, every wheel that you have passed just away.
Yeah, you know what? I actually kind of feel better now. You know, today hasn't been the best day, but at least I wasn't involved on the voice acting team of this game. Like, seriously, I would rather be a YouTube commentator than be credited as a voice actor for this game. I don't care
actually,
how many bills I
Java,
have to pay.
maybe that's what happened. Maybe they all asked to be uncredited.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised considering that
Me neither.
that voice actors video you showed me involving the voice actors recalling Fairy Fence Ref and how they pretty much all admit that they hated it.
Well, no. To be fair, they didn't say they hated it. They
Well, I
just
wouldn't say
they just
hated it, but
they're more like poking fun at the problems more so. And,
Okay. Hey, saying that they hated it is a bit strong a word, but you can tell from the jokes they poke at it that
yeah.
they don't look back on it too fondly.
Question: since I didn't go back to the videos after, did they sit through and play the whole game, or is it just a little bit?
how about this, Chiro? Maybe I'll show some of it after this for you.
So I was going to
after
say,
we're done-
I'd like
after
to
we're
see their
done.
reactions to some of these later scenes.
Oh, well, actually, they only did like the first hour of the game, Shiro.
So
Oh,
basically, this skit is about Tiara comparing Kui to Ethel because Ethel's like an animal.
Well, here's
who
one thing.
Karin refers to.
Well, here's one thing
That's
you can do,
correct.
Shiroi. You can go to I forgot his last name, but it's Kyle something, the voice actor for 9S from Nier Automata. He played the entire game on his channel, and he even got the voice actress for 2B to join him on Route B. So the voice actors of Nier Automata are literally there playing the whole game.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
There is some fun trivia about us buried after we're done with this part.
Is the voice
Yeah.
actress? Is 2B's voice actress involved in this game?
No, fortunately not. The woman is too talented for this. But
I mean, how the entire cast of the Automata did like a fan dub of the of a stage play.
Not to mention, Jova, let's not forget that most of these, aside from Christina V is the only real well-known voice actress in this cast that I know. All the others,
And yet they have her play.
Well, Ray Chase also, but he wasn't popular.
no, it wasn't popular at the time. If anything, 15 was the one that made it popular more than
Yeah.
anything. Well, he's kind of the new Troy Baker of the series, sort of. But anyway, what I was saying was, aside from Christina V and to a lesser extent Ray Chase, in retrospect, most of these voice actors have done stuff like actually Erica
guys,
Mendez
there's a
was in
Pokemon
Persona
battle.
5, so I guess maybe she's moving up right now as well.
Guys, there's a Pokemon battle between Kiwi and Ethel going on, being described to us by Aaron. I know we can't animate it, but
Please understand.
Don't you start announcing it like this is a real fight.
Sure, right?
Place your bets. Place your.
We're cockfighting two of our own party members.
It's the match of the century. Come on, place your bets.
How low can this cast go?
Also, why is she going Scottish?
Limbo.
This is pure madness.
This is Limbo. How low can you go?
You know, again, I envy the past those of us who thought Time and Eternity was the worst thing ever. Like, we were so young back then.
Where the hell did you come from? Basically, what's happening? Yeah, basically,
You're betting on your own part.
basically what's happening. Ethel and Fang are fighting for some reason.
No.
What?
Ethel and Kiwi are
Oh, yeah,
fighting
okay,
because they're both
sorry, you're right.
animals, get it?
Yeah, they're both animals, so they're fighting. And Karen, even though she's supposed to be Ethel's guardian, you see, Teo, there you go, Teo. One of the few characters that was actually good, and now they've completely destroyed her. There you go.
Yeah.
Have fun. Seriously, Karen is so out of character right now. It's amazing.
Well, I've got 20 on Kiwi.
The writers have completely given up at this point.
And the irony? Both of the respective partners are the one betting the most.
You see, Teo, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna waste my effort in trying to like the characters if the game is not gonna... This should be two people... this should be an effort on both parties, not just me. I mean... Kill
a Kui?
No.
I've never heard of that
guys.
anime before.
Hey guys, look at the bright side. At least the trumpet theme didn't play during that skit.
Java, don't jinx it!
If you called it again, I swear on me fucking mom.
Really?
Go ahead.
What are the chances that the trumpet theme is going to play all of a sudden right out of nowhere? Writers were about to make an unfunny joke.
You know, after we got you out of the Vile God, you were talking in your sleep. Oh no.
She was?
No, game.
What? What did I...
Game, think about what you're doing.
Pedro, you know what's coming.
You were saying stuff like blah blah, can't eat anymore. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I guess
That's random.
You know what? I'll take it at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I'll take it.
At this point, you know it's bad. Inconsistency is a good thing now.
Unlike you, Fang, I wouldn't say something so stereotypically stupid.
Yes, you would. You see, Ted, they're being smart. They're being clever and self-aware and sad that fuck
also,
you.
Tiara, to be fair, sleep talking, you don't really have control over that. Like, come on.
I didn't really say that, did I?
Insecurities!
Game. This is not quality entertainment game. You need to try harder.
Hey, Dwibs. I'm gonna let you in on the secret here. The Tsundere is insecure about herself. Original, ain't it?
Yeah, it's not like tsunderes are a tired of the word cliche, right?
Wait. Hold on. So I was right. The trumpet theme didn't play during Bang's interaction with Tiara.
Tiara thought we can... Wow, God.
That's true. If we find him now, it should be a piece of cake.
Also, question, why is it that out of all the skits, the one between Tiara and Fang is the shortest, even though Fang's known Tiara the longest out of the group?
I don't know.
Well, the tsundere is only in like was only in it for like a minute, so thank God.
Don't jinx us. Is that? Don't jinx us, Jova.
Don't jinx us, Twibs. Oh wow, that skip was over quick too.
Once this is all over, will you two be heading off on another journey for social reform?
At this point, I'm like tsunderes already, but now I'm fucking tired of them. That is indeed the plan. If you'd like, you're more than welcome to accompany us.
Again, Dwibs, you're giving me ideas, but keep that in the back of your brain.
Are you kidding? I have zero interest in serious business like that, because that might actually make me interesting a character.
You make a good point. You strike me more as someone who needs to be socially reformed.
Thank you.
Well, at least they didn't go for a lowest common denominator and make a joke towards Soji's gayness.
What the heck does that mean? You gonna try and reform me?
Never mind, they're going there.
Yeah, that's it.
Never mind, this skit's just done.
What do you apologize to the game, Jova?
I want something sweet to eat.
You know, I think this game...
Actually, no, Dwibs. The game does not deserve an apology.
You know, I think the game's playing with us, guys. Like, we complain about the skits, but now the skits are shorter, and the trumpet theme even hasn't been playing for this long. It's not natural.
It's all gone.
Yes,
it's all gone.
It's all gone.
You need to learn how to ration. Now you'll just have to wait until we're all done. Learn how to think, game.
Wait, oh my god, Fang of all people is teaching Ethel how to ration food. Character development, and it's done.
Somewhat.
Go ahead, Shiva.
Wait, hold on. Oh, go on.
Welcome. Oh, isn't it awful? Have you heard?
Compile hard announced Fair Fencer F2.
Oh god.
There have been room is of some suspicious person showing up and loitering around in my
Gee, I wonder what the
Oh.
punchline is. What do you think is, Teo? What do you think the punchline is? I mean,
That doesn't
there's
really
just so
make
many.
sense.
There's just so many ways this show can go.
Can I have a guess?
Go ahead.
Go on.
There isn't one.
Really? I can mirror a lot, and I've never seen anyone like that.
Also, doesn't Bane kind of come with company to the store
Hold
anyway?
on. Go ahead.
Apparently, it's a fencer who dresses in dark clothes, with a sour look on their face and a stupid look in their eyes.
Again.
This again.
You know, is this really the time to
Yeah,
be
actually,
having this
I kind
dialogue?
of wish this had no punchline.
No,
You know-
Jova, it's never the time.
You know, it's not like the terrible news could have been about, you know, the reign of terror that's about to befall this town now that the bad guys have the Vile got under their control.
That's just the thing, Jova. The city is never even aware of anything that goes on. Everything that happens in the dungeons.
So it's kind of Townsville.
Except I like the city. The city.
I'm sorry.
The city of
I'm sorry,
Townsville is
Theo.
fun. Well, the original, not the shitty 2016 reboot one.
All right, the news about the dungeon.
And even
No.
Townsville.
Theo's
Are
time
you
to
going
lower.
to the Dansklight's ruins? They said the area is home to those who have fallen into darkness. Yes, Jova, they're the most dankest.
The world that
ruins
never
of
was?
all.
end of the world?
Darkness, blah 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 blah. This is just a rumor, but I heard that the ruins were built by worshippers of a Val god. The monsters there are tough, so be careful. So essentially, Kefka's cultist tower.
rumor. That's an incredibly specific rumor, just saying.
It's literally what it is. Kefka's cultist tower.
There you go, Theo. There you go, Theo. Ruins built by the worshippers of the Val God. There's your lore. Anyway, moving
So
on.
it's a Final Fantasy VI reference. Wait.
Yay.
Why do we need to buy from Lola? She's on our party.
No, I refuse to buy. It's a side quest, Jova. It's one of those side quests that you can just skip because.
Hold on. She can still give you side quests even though she's a part of your party.
Yes.
It-
Well, she
yes,
still. She still. Her business doesn't stop just because she joined our party, Jova.
That's weird, since we haven't seen this before. I mean, maybe you've been skipping over it. but
I have. Yes.
It seems a bit jarring, to say the least. Like, by that logic, shouldn't she be telling this, like, you know, in our room or something? Like,
That would
why
require
we're out on the street.
That would require some extra programming on their part. And
Again. You know, normally what a game like this would do is have somebody take her place as the merchant.
honestly, I like Lola, so by all means, keep her as the merchant.
Oh, just a moment. I baked some cookies earlier.
Actually,
I
I'm
don't
Mrs.
like
Five
that.
Star. Actually, just a moment. Blah, blah, blah.
It's been such a
Oh.
long time, I
Oh,
forgot.
thanks. I'll happily take them. More food jokes.
Why do you actually pay attention to this skit?
Because remember, Miss Five Star is Tiara's aunt, so she's the most
What?
relevant of the NPCs.
She's Tiara's aunt? God, I
We
forgot
established
about
this in like part 2 or 3. I forgot which one it
Well,
was.
Pedro, to be fair, we haven't talked to her in a long time.
True.
And, well, it being this game of all things.
Sure.
Not only that, but I'm pretty sure that she has a generic facial sprite. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen other different characters with her exact same look.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll admit
Oh
to
my God.
forgetting, but can you blame me?
Hold on,
So
hold on,
where are we?
hold on. Since we're talking about the voice actors, and apparently Teo just figured this out. Dwebs, guess who's voicing Detective Pikachu?
Yeah,
In the
fine.
game.
KG Tong, the voice of Fang.
Oh,
Which again proves what I've been saying all along. The voice actors are great. They just need good material to.
That's why I say I recognize his voice in the trailer.
wow. Oh my god.
And bear in mind, Pokemon, whilst rarely ever have a bad story, never really pushes any kind of quality story above good.
Anyway,
enough.
Anyway,
Yeah.
see you for the next part,
Anyway,
everybody. Congratulations, KG. Now you can move on to a better franchise. So see you.
I'm
Then.
Yeah.
sure every one of those voice actors will eventually need to.
Yeah. See you, everybody.
See ya.